Hey, welcome to Cox Family Travels. Today is our monthly budget video. This one is for August of 2018. How did we do on the numbers, Kayla?
Well, it was a busy month. It was a big, huge month for us, really. We were in Georgia for the first 2 weeks of it. And then after that, we traveled to 7 more states.
Yeah.
So a total of 8 states. And basically just exhausting. So the numbers are going to be slightly different than they normally are.
Yeah, because a lot of moving around, not a lot of stopping in too many. Although even though we were in Georgia for 2 weeks, last 2 weeks was
a lot of traveling.
Go.
So we spent a total of $948.43 on the actual camping cost.
Right.
So that would be, when we stay at a campground, that included one night of boondocking in the Walmart parking lot, which was free, and fantastic. We'd never done that before.
Yeah. Technically, it ended up being Sam's, but they were right next to each other.
Yeah.
Walmart is where you'll find most of the opportunity for that.
Yeah, and that was in what was the city's name?
Council Bluffs,
Iowa, yeah. And so, definitely check that one out if you happen to be in the area. And the other thing we did that was new this month was we went to the first Harvest Toast place that we had ever been to. And that was really cool. Like, we made a video about the actual place, Brett's Wildlife Lodge.
Yeah.
But that was really neat, I thought. We ended up buying 3 bottles of wine, which was good.
Yeah, it was good wine.
Really good wine.
So it provided wine for us. It was, I think, $45 that we spent on the wine. So it was more expensive than what we would normally spend on a campsite, but we also got wine.
Yeah, and we were boondocking, so of course we have to think about those costs because we ended up running our generator some that night. But it was still a good experience. That the first little boondocking things that we were doing, that was cool.
Yeah.
So that was our camping expenses. RV supplies was $49, so that was, basically toilet paper, shop rags. RV insurance was $68 through Progressive. Repair and maintenance was $39, and that was
an air filter for the RV and antifreeze, because I knew it needed to be filled up some, and we were heading into colder temperatures.
Right now we're in Wyoming. So tolls were $50, which technically we had said, in the past it was probably about $40. So really, even though that got billed, really we didn't have any tolls this past month. So total gas cost was $847, which is a lot higher than it has been, obviously. But that's, because we traveled so much.
Yeah.
We could have cut that cost by not traveling so much, but that's the whole point, is to be out here on the road. So, and that is including the RV and our Rogue, because we're still not towing at this point.
Right.
So, whenever we drive, then we're driving both. We spent $16 on propane.
Look out.
We actually had to run it a bit more. We had to run the furnace, so we're using more propane. And then, of course, cooking. So
yeah, and when you boondock, we used the propane to run the refrigerator.
Yeah, but still, that's not very much more than what we normally spend. So our cell phones were $246 for our unlimited plan. So we have two lines plus a tablet with unlimited data through AT&T. So and so far, it's been good.
Yeah.
We're getting into Wyoming right now, and the coverage is going to get spottier based on the coverage maps. So we'll see. It might be that we have to get some Verizon stuff in the next month or so. Our Amazon Prime membership was $14.
And totally worth it.
Yeah. So we use that mainly for, we use it for television, which is nice, like to be able to watch, some movies and stuff. And then also we use it to get stuff delivered to us through like Amazon Locker and everything. We spent $160 on date nights.
Yeah.
Again, totally worth it.
Yes.
It's once a week, so that's about $40, a date, which I think is completely reasonable.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
And necessary.
Yeah. And we went to a couple of neat places too. Like during August, we went to Parma Tavern in Georgia, and
the Mark Twain Dinette in Hannibal, Missouri.
Yeah, lots of cool little things. So totally worth the money we spent.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever regretted a single penny that we've ever spent on date night. Can you think of one time?
No, of course not. Is that a trap?
We spent $135 on family fun, which, there were several things we did, like we went to a carnival and what else? Donuts one day.
An extra extra meals eating out with a friend in Illinois.
Yeah, so we always, we have a certain budget for food, but then we also sometimes say, well, that's an extra thing, and we classify that as family fun. Life insurance was $38, super important. Everybody should have some.
Kayla wants it.
We spent $465 on food. Okay, but this is a little bit different of a month because the first 2 weeks, people were hosting us constantly because we were around family, and so people were taking us out to eat and inviting us over and stuff. So that took care of our food for a lot of the time. And then also when we were in Illinois, people kept treating us. So then though we also bought $200 worth of wine, so from my sister's winery, so Sweet Acre Farms Winery, if you're ever in the area, or if you'd like to order online. But so really, we didn't spend a whole heck of a lot when you really take away those things.
Yeah.
Then it was like $200 and something, and a lot of that wasn't really groceries because we had some stuff on hand. So I can't remember. Do you remember the amount that was actually groceries?
No, but it was little things like milk and bread that we would just get to kind of have available.
Yeah. Personal care was only $5, which was nice because last month it was more expensive because of haircuts and stuff.
Yeah.
But this month we didn't need to do haircuts, and the laundry was $29, and that was all coin operated stuff. At different campgrounds. We didn't actually have to go to a laundromat, and we didn't do fluff and fold. Yeah. Although we were kind of out. A lot of times we were out, not really nearby a lot of laundromats, I would say.
Well, the first 2 weeks was in Georgia at Don Carter, and they had a laundry facility there. And then after that, there was a laundry facility at the places that we stayed that we needed laundry done. Yeah. And
then the last thing was $135 spent on health insurance, sort of.
Cost sharing health coverage.
So Christian Healthcare Ministries, it's a healthcare cost sharing plan. So it's not technically insurance. It's exempt under Obamacare. So this covers you. You don't have to pay that fine if you go through a plan like this. And
we've never had to file a claim or anything like that. We've heard a bunch of good things about it, and it's been in operation for 30 plus years. And actually, Kayla's sister just had a baby, and they're members of Christian Healthcare Ministries, and they said it was far cheaper than when she used to have government insurance.
She had a government job,
right?
And she thought she had really good insurance, but then she's gone through the process with CHM, and it's actually been much better and cheaper on them overall. So, and she had a great experience, just fantastic. It was something she was nervous about, and she ended up having a great experience. So, check them out. We'll have a link in the description. So the total we spent this month was $3,101.43, which is not too bad.
No, yeah. And like we've said before, that doesn't include everything that you may have separately. Like we have our second car has a car payment, so we're not going to include that. That's not part of the lifestyle. So things that aren't part of the full-time RVing lifestyle, we don't include.
Like charity, that was another thing, but we just don't include that in this video.
So thanks for joining us for this month's budget. If we didn't cover something that you'd like to know about, leave us a comment below, and we'll see if we have the answer to it. And be sure to like this video if it helped you at all, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thanks.